Hi everyone, welcome back to Farrand Film. Today we are bringing you our review of the Harry Potter franchise. So we're going to talk from Philosopher's Stone all the way through to Deathly Hallows Part 2 and whatever we can remember about these films along the way. So, in the first film, my phone's buzzing. In the first film, Harry is living with his uncle, his auntie and his cousin, and he starts getting letters. Who brings the letters?
An owl.
An owl, and then lots of owls.
Much owl. A million owls.
A million owls. But then his uncle doesn't want him to read the letter because who's the letter from? Where does it say that he's going to go?
Hogwarts. Because the uncle doesn't want him to go Hogwarts.
Yeah, because that's the school where you learn how to be a witch and a wizard.
Yeah.
And they don't want him to go, do they?
Yeah.
So he gets all these letters to Hogwarts, and then his uncle takes him away. But who saves him?
Hagrid.
Hagrid comes to save him, doesn't he?
The big guy.
And then they take him to go and get all his money out, and they take him to go and get all his school things. And, oh, you're tired? Oh, stay in bed then. They take him to go and get all his school things, and then once they go to Hogwarts, like you see Draco, don't you? Draco Malfoy.
Yeah, and Draco Malfoy is his friend. That is
he?
Yeah.
No,
You like him?
No, I don't. My favourite character isn't in this film.
My favourite character is Voldemort,
Yeah, because you're weird.
I know Voldemort faking him.
Because he's got no nose. That's very similar to your hot dog impression. Right. So they try and find the Philosopher's Stone. Fluffy's protecting the Philosopher's Stone. Three-headed dog. Three-headed dog.
Oh yeah. I want to go and bring.
No. That's Fang. You haven't got a three-headed fluffy dog, Teddy. You've got Fang.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Right. You've got Fang. It's fine. And then they play Wizard's Chess. They play a big version of Wizard's Chess, don't they? And then Harry faces who he thinks is Voldemort, but it turns out to be Voldemort on the back of Professor Quirrell's head, doesn't it? Yeah, so and he's like talking on the back of his head.
That is Quirrell's head, and behind him, that is Voldemort's head. And at the end, Harry says, Voldemort.
And then he disappears, doesn't
he? Yeah, and then
that's it.
And then the guy, the Quirrell, when he does that to his face, he disappears.
He does.
And then Harry gets bored.
And
goes in the bed. He does this like that, and then he gets better.
Yeah.
Are we allowed to talk about the end?
Yeah, no, that's okay. Because this film, I was going to say to you, this film, I was 11 when this film came out.
What?
Right, so it was a long time ago now.
No.
And I went to watch this at the Pictures, I think 5 times.
Or maybe 1 time?
No, it was more than that.
You watched all of it?
Yeah, I watched it with Auntie Tash.
Which you
and Auntie Jadie.
The size as she's now or small?
She's small.
11.
No, Auntie Tash would have been 5 then. So she would have been the same age as you now.
But not right now because I'm almost 6.
Okay. And then I went to go and watch it with school. We went on a school trip to go and watch it. I went to go and watch it with Grandad Mercer. I think I went to go and watch it again. I might have gone to watch it with Grandad Chris. And then and then I went to, no, Liam wasn't alive then. Liam wasn't born then.
No, like me.
Yeah.
Six. Yeah.
What?
I put your head together.
Oh yeah, you weren't fixed yet. And then I went to go and watch it with Nana Tracy. Anyway, it was a short anecdote, very, very long telling. Right, second one, Chamber of Secrets. Okay. So Harry, yeah, this is number 2. So Harry's back living with his auntie and his uncle. Okay. But they put bars on his window, don't they, so he can't get out. But who comes to save him this time?
Ron,
George and Fred. Fred and George.
And George.
Yeah. In what? How did they go and save him though?
Well, the flying car.
The flying car, aren't they?
To the window, and then Ron pulls the bars off, and then he tries to escape, and then the uncle, the auntie, and his brother tries to not get him out, but he goes out. And then the dad falls out the window.
The uncle falls out the window.
And then the auntie and the brother says, "Dad!" Because the brother is that's his dad.
So in this one, the big thing is that there is a basilisk, a big snake that's going around and it's petrifying people. So they all it's Voldemort's snake, yeah. So they all turn into stone, don't they? Because we see people sort of they're petrified. Yeah. So then they try and find the entrance to the Chamber of Secrets, and they do that by using. It's okay. To be honest, Rubes, this is the worst one.
Number 2.
Yeah, this is the Bobbins one. It's a bit boring. It's rubbish.
Bobbins.
Right, if I ask you for every single one of these films for what you give it out of 10, you're going to give all of them 10 out of 10, aren't you? Right, which is Bobbins. So I'd give the first one 8. I'd give this one like 4. Yeah. Well, wait. Right. Number 3, Prisoner of Azkaban. That's a 10 out of 10. That's my favourite one. Because this is where I get 2 of my favourite characters. I get Lupin and I get Sirius Black.
I like Sirius Black, but
okay.
Who's Lupin?
Lupin is the new teacher who's asleep on the train, and then he saves Harry on the train, and he keeps giving him pieces of chocolate. Oh yeah, now you remember.
I know.
So I really like this one because this was so.
Oh yeah, I know. One more bit I remember.
Go on.
The ice, and the thunder.
Yeah, so this is the one the Dementors come. So everything goes cold, doesn't it? Okay, and the Dementors try and suck your soul out of your body. That's what happens to Harry. But then you need your Patronus charm, don't you?
Mm-hmm.
So you need to go Expecto Patronum, yeah? And then they all go away. Okay?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And then this is also the one where Hermione's got the time turner.
Yeah.
So she's doing.
I
got you a time turner, didn't I?
Yeah, but I don't know this.
Great. Now.
I think I'm broke now.
Probably, yeah. She wants to do a lot of different classes, so the only way she can do all the different classes is by using the time turner and going back in time. So they go back in time, don't they, to help Harry? Yeah. They try and save each other, don't they? Because this is the one that's got Buckbeak in as well.
Yeah, Buckbeak.
Yeah. Number 4, Goblet of Fire. Goblet of Fire is Mum's favourite. Yeah. So Goblet of Fire is the one where they have the Triwizard Tournament. So they have the dragons and they have the mermaids. They have the maze at the end. And they get all the people in from the other schools.
That is the best thing of my life. I love that one. When Voldemort comes. So I'm going to talk about Voldemort now.
Okay, go on then.
So there's a person rat. Ron's rat. A person.
Scabbers.
Yes, Scabbers. And Voldemort is a baby, and then he turns big.
Oh yeah.
Baby big. So when Daddy was a baby, and then he turns big, it's like Voldemort.
That don't happen. Okay. So he turns big, and then Voldemort's back properly, isn't he? So then him and Harry have a bit of a standoff in the graveyard, and he kills Cedric Diggory, doesn't he? You know, poor Cedric. And then
I like Cedric.
Oh, do you? And then we move into the 5th one. But before we do that, Goblet of Fire, I'm assuming you're giving it 10 out of 10? It's an 8.
How does Mum?
Some people don't like Goblet of Fire, you know. Some people think it's rubbish. I don't think it's rubbish. I think it's good.
But why do you give it an 8?
Because it's not perfect. It's good.
But I think Mummy gives the thing that we just talked about, Harry Potter.
Yeah.
10 out of 10.
She might do, yeah. That's okay. Oh, great.
In the middle. Is that right?
Yeah, go on.
Do we need to start again?
No. You go. Okay. I'll leave this in. Everyone will.
I'll be right back. Yeah. I'll be like 1 minute.
Everyone knows that you're going for a win. Hey. If only she knew what we were doing on Tuesday. Or her birthday. Awkward silence. Oh, there she comes. Better?
Yeah, better.
I'm going to leave all that in so everyone knows that you've been for a week. Right.
Dad.
What?
Tell everybody. Spider in the bathroom.
There's a spider in the bathroom. It's not quite as big as Aragog, but there's a spider in the bathroom.
Yeah, and it's moving.
Why did your t-shirt tucked into your shorts? Just do that again. Mum has gone mad. Get rid. Right. Right. So number 5 is Order of the Phoenix. And I when I first watched Order of the Phoenix, I thought, oh, it was all right. But when we watched them again, I thought actually this is better than I thought it was. Because this is where like all of Harry's sort of like friends who are older, so like Sirius Black and Lupin and Tonks and all those kind of people, they all come together to fight Voldemort and Bellatrix and all the Death Eaters and all those kinds of bad people. This is number 5 on top. Okay.
Yeah, I don't remember number 5.
Number 5 is the one where Sirius Black dies.
And then in that jail.
Where she kind of she comes out and she just goes, Avada Kedavra, and then poof, gone.
I forgot.
Doesn't matter. Right. Well, anyway, I'd give that one 6 or 7.
Yeah, I'll give it 10 out of 10.
You've just said that you forgot it. How are you going to give it 10 if you forgot it?
No, baby, I don't.
Oh, whatever. Next one is Half-Blood Prince. It's not that great, so let's move on. That's like a 5, right? And then Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows Part 1. So this is number 7, right? Wait.
I know all about this.
No, you're getting it confused. This is number 7. You want to talk about number 8?
I don't.
Yes, you do. Right. Because number 7 is the one where they go camping. It's basically Harry Potter goes camping, and it's a bit naff, and it's a bit slow, and it's a bit boring. No, that's number 8.
Oh.
Right. So this one is where they go camping, and Dobby dies at the end. That's the only reason why anyone remembers this film. Because Dobby died. Exactly, you forgot because you don't like going back and watching this one. But would you give it 10 out of 10? Yeah, of course you would. It's like a 5. Right. Last one. I'm not wearing my wedding ring. Last one is number 8. Okay. Now, number 8 is basically a big fight in Hogwarts. There's loads of different things that are happening. Neville gets a good couple of scenes. We get everybody back, and we have a big, big fight. Ron Weasley's mum gets a big scene when she says a bad word, and she kills Bellatrix Lestrange. Yeah. Me and a guy called Tom, who I did another podcast about Harry Potter with.
Podcast like talking about you.
Yes. We were talking about how when Voldemort says Avada Kedavra, and he goes, Avada Kedavra. Oh. Now, why do you like this one so much?
Because Voldemort's in it.
This isn't really a review. This is us just talking nonsense about Harry Potter. Isn't it? Right. So, I mean, this one I really like as well. So I'd give this one 10.
Yes. No, but I don't think this is a real number. But I give this one 100 out of 100.
Oh my goodness.
That is real.
Right. So now, is there anything you want to say about Harry Potter's before we go?
Yes.
Because I feel like I've tried to structure it and do one by one, but then you're just all over the place. So you go on.
Can we talk about the end?
What about the end?
What is the boy that has the knife?
Neville, who has the big sword.
So there's a boy called Neville in Harry Potter, and at the end, he kills a snake, and then Harry has a big battle with Voldemort, and then Voldemort dies in pieces.
He does, and he falls into pieces. He sort of just walks away.
And then he does this.
Yeah. I mean, we've not spoken about Dumbledore dying in one of the other films.
Falling off the balcony.
Yeah. We've not spoken about Snape dying in the last one.
And Harry's mum dying.
I mean, that happens before the films.
Yeah. So.
Like,
I want to say
Snape's death and the sort of the always bit is very, very emotional. I'm just going to get that out there to the people. Go on, what do you want to talk about?
So,
Go on.
when Harry was a baby in his cot, Voldemort was walking to Harry's house, broke in.
How dare he?
And then, guess what? What? You know?
Did he kill Harry Potter's mum?
Yes.
Oh my goodness. I think he's already said
And
it
guess
twice.
what? Voldemort almost killed Harry.
But what did he leave?
He was doing this with his wand.
At himself?
Yeah, like at his
He-
nose.
Voldemort was pointing the wand at himself?
Yeah,
Or was he pointing it at Harry?
pointing at Harry.
All right.
To
But then-
almost kill him.
But then what did Harry get from that?
A
Scar on his head.
I think so pretend you're Voldemort and I'm Harry, and you do that with your wand, and then you just did put your hand there. Then
I've got a pen. Should I get a pen?
Oh,
Can I draw on your head?
no,
No.
just keep it shut.
You got a nice purple scar on your head. That's
Okay.
orange.
No, not a real one. No.
Why?
You can do it on my hand if you want.
Do it on your hand.
Yeah, so just do high Potter. Okay, now.
But then. Oh my god. Oh my god.
And Harry Potter.
It's Harry Potter, right?
Do one on my head.
No.
Yeah. I want to be a real Harry Potter, please.
I tell you what, if I do one on your head, right, everyone's going to see me do this now. Mum's going to come home and go mad. There you
I'm out for Harry Potter.
go. Right.
Guys, for Harry Potter. Mom's gonna go mad at me.
Right.
We're going to get my normal head back now.
I'll have to unlick my finger and rub it out. Right. Is there anything you want to say before we start saying goodbye to everybody? Well, hang on. Anything else you want to say about Harry Potter? No. Okay. So, right, this is the last sort of Ruby reviews that we're doing for the summer because Ruby goes back to school next week.
I solved my birthday.
I go back to school next week. Go back to work. Right. So Tuesday is Ruby's birthday. You are going to be how old? How old are you going to be? 6. Now, Ruby doesn't know where we're going on Tuesday. She just knows that we've got a surprise.
Yeah.
And she's not going to know until we get there on Tuesday.
Yeah.
But I'm going to record a couple of videos when we get there. And I'm going to put them in the same place where everyone watches these videos. Okay? So everyone can see what we're doing.
You know what I want to say?
What?
Bye.
I've not even finished speaking.
Oh.
Don't tell me you love them yet. I've not finished speaking. I mean, I did tell you that actually all we're doing for your surprise for your birthday is just going to a McDonald's that's far away, but apparently we're not doing that. What are you doing? Oh, right. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you very much for listening. If you want to go and help support the podcast, follow me on Twitter at Farrand on Film. Follow me on Twitter at Adam Farrand. Go over to our sponsor Off-World Tees and use the code Farrand. That's FARRAND for 15% off your order. Stay safe. Look after each other. That's it for the summer. If kids' films come out that she wants to go and watch, we'll probably still do them because I know that you want to go and watch the Matilda musical, don't you? And I don't know, we'll probably do some other stuff. We'll probably end up watching that Lyle crocodile thing with a singing crocodile in it.
I'm gonna stand by you.
Yeah. So bye from me, Ruby.
Bye, love you. And if you talk about Harry Potter, tell your dad to do the same thing as me.
So you've just told all the kids who are watching that they need to go and ask the dads to do a purple felt tip
Scar.
on the red.
Like Harry Potter, so you have to ask your dad, by the way. Now.
Bye.